as St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
you just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. St. Martin, good afternoon. How you doing? How you doing? And good afternoon, good morning, good evening to the rest of the world as well. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business, on SOS Radio 95.9 FM with your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolex Jr. Call up a friend and tell them, listen, it's 12 o'clock and it's time for the Strictly Business program. So tune in. Before we begin, we're going to shout out to all our amazing sponsors. We have Aki Supermarket right there on the Illich Road. If you're looking for some great groceries, doing some good shopping, go and visit the Aki Supermarket today. Los Mejores Barbershop. Ladies and men, gentlemen, if you're looking for a fresh haircut, a nice shape up, go and visit the Los Mejores Barbershop right there on the Illich Road as well. If you're thinking movies, think the Video Block for all your movies on USB and hard drive. The Video Block right there in French Quarter. Then we have the Tiki Huts, the Jerky Tiki Hut, right there on the Illich Road for great tasting barbecue, great tasting chicken leg and Johnny cakes and your ribs. Visit Jerky's right there on Illich Road. We also have Jerky's right there by the Plaza Casino. Go and visit, drop by and get some great food by Jerky's by the Plaza Casino. Also, Jimmy on the Pondfield. Jimmy, what's happening? Great barbecue, great Johnny cakes again. Also, we have GEBE, our water and electricity company. GB, as always, we thank you so much for your continued support. Then we have J&J Properties for all your apartment or commercial spaces. Give them a call today at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And Bold Chance Electronic Store for all your electronic needs, your flat screen TVs. Go and visit the Bold Chance Electronic Store right there on the front street. Thank you so much for all our great sponsors. Brother Rolex in the house, good afternoon.
Good morning, B. Good morning, SOS listeners, SOS everybody, the viewers, you know. Good morning, good evening, good night. How are you doing today, B?
The boy is blessed.
Yeah?
Thank God to be here.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
How things looking for the island, bro?
The island's shaping up.
Things
Shaping
coming
up.
Things coming to come.
It's a puzzle.
Yeah.
Putting the pieces back together.
Yes,
sir.
yeah. So, St. Martin, good morning. Me and Andy Costa Feliz Dia. No stay. And we have the senior in the house.
Special guest who's always welcome. Anytime.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
All I can say is good afternoon to the Young Bucks, and it's a tremendous privilege to still be able to hang in there with the Young Bucks, but it's your stage.
So, B, we have a lot of issues, you know. We strictly business, you know. I have some articles, you know, I like to take off from the papers because I read paper every day. You don't read the paper, B?
Not as much as before.
Okay. Why not, bro? Why not?
Honestly, bro, it's too much negativity.
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
you know.
You know, but sometimes it's still good to read the paper because, you know, like they say, yeah, maybe the news is not 100% correct,
Right.
but
Right.
you know at least what's going on.
You see, it is important, right? But let's say if you have a desk job or your office job, let's say like when you're in the office,
Yeah.
you're waiting on your clients or whatnot, you got that privilege to pull out that paper, sit down and read, do what you have to do.
Yeah.
But you see me, I'm on the road. So anytime I make that time to do that, I just wasting time sitting down a half an hour, whatever, going through the papers when I could be productive on the road.
Yeah, I
You know,
understand.
I'm not
But
sitting.
in the afternoon, you go in your business.
No,
I mean,
no time, bro.
No time.
I honestly, my wife could tell you, I used to buy the paper every day, and when she comes and she sees it at night, it's crispy clean, like I never touch it. Every day, religiously, I used to buy it,
Yeah.
put it there, I'm gonna read it, but just used to stay there.
okay.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, when I'm reading it, it's like days after.
I would
catch up.
advise you still to try get it because, bro, you stay informed, and especially our little Samantha.
Yeah.
We even put it on Facebook now. You know, at least you could read it.
But what's
words.
important for people like me, and I recommend for others to always tune into the radio station.
Yes,
You see, I'm on the road every day, so I always have on
Yes,
SOS,
you
I have
tune
on
in.
102.7 in the afternoon, just to hear what's going on.
What
you
is
know?
it? Not like now, St. Martin, father can come in there. We have only one newspaper.
Uh-huh.
You know, what is the vote and not dealing about this?
The advantages and the disadvantages.
Yeah.
Once again, it's a privilege to be here. Good morning, and as my good brother Barry said, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Let me just touch Mr. Barry on that newspaper. You must scan the papers every day.
Yeah.
You don't have to read,
Scan it.
but you gotta scan. You gotta scan because you're a businessman. You are a moderator of an outstanding program, well listened to, and it's vital for you to know what is going on. Just a recommendation. When you find little 5 minutes, you pick it up and you tap, 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 tap. Oh, okay. No, let me read this. No, foolishness. Let me read that. You know what I'm saying? Just just a contribution. Having one paper on an island is a very, very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
It's an extremely dangerous thing.
Before we had 2 papers, we had a 2-way.
Even that was dangerous.
Yeah.
But now it's even more because you only have one opinion.
Right.
And the mass public in general will tell you the paper says so.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
That means they're assuming that everything that they take from the paper
It's factual.
is factual.
Factual.
And that's far from the truth. Not taken away from the paper. I think the Herald as a paper has been around a long time now.
Yes.
I knew it when it used to come out once a week. Today it's all through the Caribbean
Every day.
and it's a paper with a tint. I will not go into the tint at this moment, but it has a tint. To the listener, you got to use what God gave you, which is your brain,
Common sense.
common sense. Try to listen to the radio
As much as possible.
as much as possible. Listen to the paper, and try to draw your own conclusion. You know, a very simple example. There are times there are suspects in certain cases, named big and broad, and there are other times initials.
Correct.
Why?
Can't understand that.
Why?
Yeah.
What's the policy?
I see that. Yeah.
There must be
Yeah,
a
yeah,
policy.
it's,
There must be a reason. You know, why one you don't even get a picture, and the other one you can't wait to get a picture on the front page.
Correct.
Okay, so we have to be very careful. On the other hand, folks, you got to stay on top of things. St. Martin is in a very vulnerable stage. We're in a transition. We're going from total destruction and we're moving back into economic development. Things are moving on this island. Things are moving. But things are moving for some. But I'll continue a little later.
So,
But question, bro. Aren't there some people that have online papers? Online,
It's the same paper online.
the same paper?
yeah, you have SM News.
SMN.
Yes,
What
yes.
about 721?
You have 7212.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not the same, bro. Some people don't go online.
Okay.
They have people in St. Martin, bro.
Correct.
They have
I
people
agree.
don't go
I
online.
agree,
And I remember I was in that discussion
Yep.
the last election with a few candidates. They have people don't go on Facebook, brother.
I agree.
You know,
Yeah.
if you campaign Facebook is good, but you can't campaign only on Facebook. Or the message mustn't be only on Facebook or on internet. You have to go on the radio, bring forward your message.
I told my candidate last election, and everybody knew who my candidate was. I said, there's good work being done online.
Yes, it's nice.
Very good work. As a matter of fact, I must commend National Alliance, William Marlin, for his approach online.
Okay.
I mean, it was very aggressive.
Yeah, he really transformed into that this election. I see.
But I gotta stop you there. Out in Mill Region, where I'm from, where my neighbor's string is buried by Samuel House, and anybody in Mill Region will know where Samuel House is. There's a family that Dean, a lady we call Dean.
Okay.
A gentleman we call Fatu. They had an uncle named Lake, Tony Lake. These are good, country, humble people. they don't have
Facebook,
Facebook, internet, Twitter, and name it. And a lot of our good country people are not interested either.
No. So that means so what I'm saying, we're getting
So you're not getting to them.
exactly.
So the thing is, a lot of people stayed away from the traditional campaigning. You gotta stay to the traditional campaigning because we are not at that level just yet. Okay? Not that they're dumber than you, or smarter than you, or indifferent to you, but a lot of our people are not there yet. You gotta go to these people, you gotta talk to them, and you gotta be nice to them. And not only during the election, people are seeing these things. Some of our politicians are hogs. I can tell you plain, some of us are hogs. When the election over, the glasses go back up, they put on the dark glasses in the back of the cell.
Change the number.
And they change the phone number. Barry, it ain't gonna work no more. This election, the electorate sent a vicious message. You go home, you go home, you go home, you no more good. You outspend your time, you go. So when we're bringing our message, our economic message in this case, we gotta come to SOS. We gotta go to PG82. We gotta go where the grassroots will listen to the message.
They have people, bro, that sit down close to the radio every day.
Yeah.
That walk to the little radio, listen, even in buses.
Yeah.
You find a man, and they have people every single day they go buy a little paper. They ain't got much money, but they buy the little paper every day.
See what going on.
75 cents.
Yeah.
They buy the little paper. There we go. I just want to go into 3 articles I read that was very interesting. I read one from the prosecutor within the week. He said, St. Martin is a small country with big problems. Chief prosecutor states. St. Martin is a small country with big problems.
What was the gist of the article?
Well, he's saying that the crime rate for a small country is high, that there needs to be they're talking about the integrity chamber, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen no numbers here. I really want to check into the numbers because honestly, bro, St. Martin has, okay, my opinion on St. Martin has crime. I read the papers every day. But we have to make statistics to see how high it is compared to other islands. Because when these high officials make certain statements, it doesn't look good abroad, and it can flew people away or people not to come to Martin and make it looks like we have the biggest crime rate in the islands.
Right.
I want to make a comment there. When we look at, again, you get one paper opinion. Another paper's opinion can be, where does this crime come from?
Yes.
See, mind you, my dear brothers and sisters who are listening, they got 6 months talking about this money that's coming from Holland. And the people need, and the people suffering, and the people this, and the people that.
Common fall.
6 months. I'm here sitting down without a roof. Because at a given moment, the Dutch government was making it a big thing. Who's going to be in government? Who's not going to be in government? That was irrelevant, my dear brother. That was irrelevant. What was relevant? You're not going to put the money in the hands of the local politicians anyhow. You said it from the very beginning.
They had to go through the integrity chamber.
All of that, forget about that. Because I understand they were going to set up an office in Pereira in Curacao.
Yes.
They were going to channel the money through this office in Pereira. They were going to set up a high commissioner here on the island. And by now, I really thought by now roofs would have been going on like crazy.
Okay.
So, pardon my ignorance, if that's the case. Up to this point, for me, it's PR. Up to this point, all it is PR. By the time that money come around, St. Martin ain't gonna need it. I'll be very, very honest with you.
Yeah, because the way the island is going, and I gotta give it, bro, honestly, keep colors aside, 2 ministers, Minister Leona,
The Weaver.
and Minister De Weaver. These are people that every day in the papers, bro, and they're moving every day.
And they're
Every day
working
something
hard.
is being done. You know, everything.
I don't-
Every day something and positive, bro.
I don't want to leave.
Something good.
I don't want to leave Minister White to the right.
Yes, she also. Yes.
You got a number of ministers that are working, man.
Every day, bro. Every
I
day.
am impressed with how they're going. So I am saying, if the Dutch is to make good on this money, don't hang the cheese on the tail.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be running behind the cheese and the cheese running in front of me. I'm gonna be running in front at the cheese and the cheese hanging on the tail.
Until you don't need it no more because
And I
that
got-
cheese on the other side.
And at a given moment, I can commend St. Martin people. St. Martin people, you're one of the greatest people in the world for what you've been through. And look where you have brought this country already.
Bro, I think within all
Wow.
the islands, Brian, we're doing pretty good.
Way ahead of a lot of people. We gotta find a way, Billy. Let me put this in Billy's hands. We gotta find a way to establish an award for GB. Those guys, under the circumstances,
Work hard.
did a fantastic job, my brother.
Half people don't agree with you, though.
They could do what they want because they don't know different.
Yeah.
If they know what Dominica is going through, and they know what Puerto Rico is going through, and what BVI is going through, they would understand what we are going through. Okay?
Because right now they said electricity is restored all
100%.
over.
100%.
That also was in the papers, eh?
Yeah.
Okay?
100%.
And when we look at the devastation, Puerto Rico got years before they get all the lights on. Dominica can have years before they get all the lights on. And I don't want to talk bad about them. I want to talk good about me.
Correct.
All right? I want to talk about good about my St. Martin. Mr. Chitik and GB, you and your crew did a fantastic job. And it wasn't easy.
When you see the management, bro, they look stressful. There's a lot of work going on.
Ooh.
A lot of work.
Chitik,
A lot of work
what's
going
in
on.
it?
in
Iris,
there.
and the Swep still.
Yeah, a lot of work.
There's a tremendous amount of work. So where are we? Barry, we are in a wonderful place. Not that we aren't suffering. Sure that people still suffering.
Yeah.
Not that things are easy. Sure, things are hard, but things are moving.
Yeah. we don't sit down and cry too long.
St. Martin people are wonderful people, man. Wonderful people. So to wrap up this little piece and give you guys your floor, it's important that you, as the individual, do what you can, with what you can, where you are.
Yeah.
Don't wait for nobody.
Correct. Yeah.
Don't look over your shoulder and say, Lord government, Lord, man, I won't come from heaven, Lord. No.
Another thing on the radio I hear within the week. People are saying, man, my radio will stick on Billy D. SOS. I don't listen to no other radio station. Okay? And Billy D stated, I'm going to quote him, if you don't like St. Martin, and you believe you will make it, leave. Just leave. Pick up everything and go. if you don't believe in here, if you don't believe in St. Martin, and you don't believe that St. Martin is going to make it, just leave. Pick up everything and go.
Billy has made some bold statements.
It's very bold, but
Very bold.
But if you believe in it,
yeah, but if you
But
believe
the
in it,
statement is a factual statement.
and
It's hard.
You finish yet, and if you believe in it, you stay.
It's a hard statement, but it's a true statement. I, together with my son, had dinner the other night in an environment where we met some business people. And there was a business lady talking to my son, and she said, what she said, Junior?
What's that? What you wanna do?
With regard, the business lady will tell you about her vote.
Oh, we was talking about politics, and
Yeah.
she told me she will vote for Theo, hands down, eyes closed, no matter how you see it.
Okay.
When-
Why? Oh, sorry, Dad.
Yeah, go
why? She
ahead.
said, I asked her why. Why would you do that? Vote for a man, hands down, because she said he makes things move and the business community needs him. That's what she stated. I quote what she said.
Right.
That's exactly what she stated, and she was in a group of people, and a group of them agreed with her.
Okay.
When we were here before the campaign, I said, I will vote with the business community because that's the feedback I was getting. the business community felt that their confidence was in Theo Heidegger, and if Theo Heidegger got the confidence of the people, the country will move.
I believe if there's no business, there's no country.
No. If there ain't no business, forget about it.
There's no country.
Today, I got to use the opportunity to congratulate Theodore Heidegger because he's a former tour. He's the one with the responsibility now.
The government appointed the governor.
governor.
appointed him.
Okay? With all that went on, we won't go into that. They appointed Theodore Heidegger as the former tour. The point that a lot of our people should get over is get over the personal issues. Because the lady said thing, he ain't perfect. She said that. She said, but he gets it done.
She's a business. Among a lot of business people
And a lot of business people were there. The point I want to help bring to the public here is to get over that personal thing. I don't like him. He family this. He uncle that. His sister this. Stick to could he get it done or not. You have other politicians, my dear listener, that's been in there for years. And if you ask them, I just want you to show me an egg that you cracked over the last 16 years. Just show me an egg you cracked. And they can't show it to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Nothing tangible.
Yeah. And I'm not here saying that Theo's a perfect man, because God, he made one perfect man except Jesus Christ. And they hang you up on a cross. Okay? But in terms of the state of the country and where we gotta go, the man that we need at the helm right now is Theo Heidegger. He needs our prayers to keep him focused and to keep him steady.
Yeah.
He can't do it alone. Cannot do it alone. We as a community, from Dominican to Haitian to Chinese to Indian to black to white, we need to keep pushing the economy of this country. Let me tell you something, my dear brother. I pray, and I pray sincerely to God to give us a chance this year from the disasters.
Yeah.
And we will see what's in Martin will be like by December.
But one thing I would tell St. Martin though, because that's me, maybe it's because I'm too ambitious. You gotta keep living. You have to keep living. Living meaning do what you gotta do. You in business, you gotta go forward. You cannot sit on and think if hurricane gonna come, if it ain't gonna come, if how it gonna come, because then you're not gonna live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like Billy said, if you don't believe in the country, you have to move on, go live somewhere else.
Right.
You know, because I go back to that statement, because you have to live, you gotta move forward. The country have to go forward.
Let me ask my dear brother Barry, how is your business? How is your home? What have you done in the last 3 months with regard to the future? Tell us a little something. I didn't ask you how much money you're making.
No, I understand the question.
I'm just fooling.
Yeah, with family,
and,
first,
you know,
thank God we are healthy,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
you know, and we maintaining. Maintaining meaning we're keeping a steady pace ahead.
Yes.
You know, thank God each person still has their job.
Very
You know,
good.
so whatever devastation you went through, I think as St. Martin people, once you have an income, you'll forget about what you lost.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you go build it.
Yeah.
regain that.
Yeah, I'm amazed with my mom and my dad as well, because they lost almost everything, whole roof, everything went.
Yeah,
so
you told me, man.
but when you go there today, it's brand new.
Wow.
Meaning they're living.
Yeah.
Like you said, they're living.
Yes.
You know, praying
Yes.
that nothing happens
The
again.
lost period,
Of course.
they put back a new one.
Of course,
Period.
of course. You have to move forward.
Yes.
You know, in business the same
Very good.
thing. In business, you gotta understand that you have to know how to cut your losses.
Yes.
Cut your losses and understand moving forward how to cut expenses. What you really don't
now
need.
we're reaching a
Yeah,
different chapter.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
That's how you gotta
go ahead.
move in business.
But I
Please go.
want to say something on that, Brian. You know, you say cut expenses.
Right.
That will be as St. Martin's have to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And SOS
Another
Radio,
chapter.
everybody say it every day.
Yeah.
You got to save your money.
Yeah. But you see the sad thing, even when I'm coming here, I laugh and smile to myself many times because you see and you know certain people that have it hard, but they want to drive a name brand vehicle.
Yeah.
When I say a name brand, they need the highest and the
Bro,
best out
after
there.
Hurricane, you see what going on?
Come on,
bro?
I see what's going on.
Me and my son.
But what is be astonishing is the people who you know have the money, they're taking it easy.
Yeah, boy.
They're taking it easy.
One of the conversations.
That is amazing.
I hate to cut you.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
I'm not cutting you. I'm just
Elongating
what you're saying.
Go ahead.
One of the conversations Junior and myself had as we come over here, he said, Daddy, why are we seeing so many new cars on the road?
New cars, boy. People just dump the old car and they get the brand new car inside there.
Why are we seeing so
You know what
many
I'm
new cars? Are they living in these cars?
Yeah.
You see, so
I don't blame the car companies, eh?
no,
Of course not.
they're doing their
They're
business. They're doing
yeah.
their business.
They're doing the business,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah.
You know, I admire the car companies because they're doing their job. I admire the banks because they're doing their job.
Yeah,
These
and
people are
promoting
business.
good because of the
These
good
people are
coming in.
business people. Period. Whether you're selling an Audi or a Hyundai or a Volkswagen, they are business people. But now we're reaching to the crux of the matter. Exactly what you said, Mr. Barry. Barry, have you? Because I'm going to come back to you again. Have you looked at your expenses and say, well, I think I'm going to cut a little bit on this. I'm going to do a little bit. Did you do that personally?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I try to do that every single month. Every single month.
Wow.
But Brian, your vehicle didn't get no damage.
Um,
I was watching you pass and said, boy, I don't think Brian get.
yeah,
A lot of people vehicle get damage, eh?
It's not visible damage.
Okay.
To see that a glass smash up and whatnot. Little knocks and scrapes and dents here and there.
You know they have.
Nothing to claim about.
Yeah, you know they have people that as soon the vehicle get damaged or hit, they don't want it no more. Eh?
Correct.
They go there and they say they want a brand new.
But
Brian,
then-
I got damage, yeah?
Yeah.
Vehicle. I went for insurance,
Uh-huh.
claimed the change, and fix
Fix.
it nicely, and the driving.
Looking brand new again.
Looking brand new
That's
again.
right.
Why should I change it? You know
But-
what I'm
but-
saying?
I want to take you back. I want to take
Uh-huh.
you back to the issue you were touching.
Go ahead.
We'll come to the cars right now.
Uh-huh.
Every month you look at your numbers, and what do you do?
In layman terms, you tweak it. Right?
Yeah.
You know how they say, I'll give you an example, driving a vehicle,
Yeah.
driving a car. When you were learning to drive, you didn't know that your father, when he driving, he left, he right. Just to stay on the road. You don't realize you left, right
Yeah.
all the time because you have to keep steady. Same thing in business, I find. To keep the money coming in and to increase, you gotta go left, right. Keep maintaining.
Yeah.
Right? This isn't important. That's not important. If I move this, if I stop this, if I increase on this, what's my profit and loss looking like? What can I do?
What's the most important part of that balance sheet? You said it just now.
Profit and loss.
Correct.
No.
What's that?
Expenses.
Expenses, yeah.
You just said it. You gotta watch continuously, whether it's a business you're running or you're running a household.
Right.
Yeah, even at home, light water.
What are the expenses? How could we turn off the light, ease up on the water, ease up on going out, ease up on dinners? We spend $600 this month going out and dinners. Why we don't try cut that down a little bit? We spent $400 on GB. Isn't there a way we could cut it down to $350? You know, less lights outside in the night, less lights in the house.
Correct. That's important.
Expenses.
That's important. Yeah.
Yep, that's very important. Brian, another point. This one I
But
really.
before we move on, what's funny? You see some of them who have the brand new car, they still have tarpaulin on the roof.
You seen that?
Come on.
I didn't see that, Brian. Asking
Come
you.
on,
I wouldn't imagine that.
that's
I would,
crazy.
Listen, I wouldn't. I can't even.
That's crazy.
I can't even imagine that, bro. Like,
You can't imagine that.
no, how is that possible?
So your priorities are confused.
Yeah. The priorities are confused.
So let's go now to the individual person. What should be their priority? I want you to
But before we go there, I still wanted to
No,
mention
no,
this,
I'm-
right?
Yeah.
Sure.
This last article I wanted really to mention, Brian. St. Martin Carnival Development foundation. Okay, I read an article. It says that the government signed off for 350,000 guineas for $400,000. Okay, now some people are happy, but some people are bittersweet. Some people are not happy because the country is still in bad state. Brian, I would really like to hear what was your feeling, or even if you heard it the first time now, how do, because look, my feeling is a little bit sweet,
Okay.
because Carnival is our thing.
Yeah.
Okay, they were even thinking on cancelling it,
Yeah.
but at the other end, it moves the economy also. You know, it brings people back, it brings money to the island,
A big percentage.
a big percentage.
Yeah.
You know, and the hotels are starting to open. You know, so money is gonna roll. But on the other hand, there's people saying, "Boy, I don't care about that. My roof off." Let me hear you, B.
But in layman terms and plainly, we all know that was already a part of the budget.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new. We know Carnival is every year. We know the government gives subsidies, so that was a done deal for me.
No, but the person on the head of the committee he stated, if you don't get this money,
But I
cancel
believe
that.
I believe they knew they were going to get it. It's just
Okay.
how soon, how quick.
Okay.
They knew, and maybe they didn't know how much as before because of what happened.
Yeah.
They may be figuring, boy, they can cut us.
But it's on the budget. But remember now,
Exactly,
it-
but what happened, they might cut us. So I believe they knew they were going to get, but they
Yeah.
didn't know how much this time. Because they were fearing, boy, you seen how much losses, government might
Yeah.
give us that story.
But let me go to this perspective of the people
Right.
now. When they
But-
see this happen,
But the people should understand, plainly, it brings money into the economy.
okay?
Even if you go or you don't go, it turns a wheel keeps turning.
Yeah.
Because just let's go back a couple of weeks with the regatta that was here.
Yeah.
They could have said they didn't want no regatta either, coming in and whatnot. But I personally stand up by a supermarket in Simpson Bay and I see droves upon droves of people coming in there buying bales, cases of this and that, and they weren't from St. Martin because all of them had on like a shirt from a
Simpson
sailboat, and from a sailboat or something. So this is all people. I don't know where they come from because some of them were speaking different languages, and they were all shopping. Majority of the time I go into that supermarket, it's not that busy. Yeah? So right then and there, that was money for them.
A good signal.
a good turnover. So Carnival does the same thing. There are people who are waiting for the Carnival to kick off. They are waiting for the jump ups and the juvies and everything because they know, hey, I sell a chicken leg, I sell a jacket cake, I sell some drinks.
It brought some feelings within the public.
good.
though.
Of course.
But that's why we are here. That's why we are here. We are here to shed light on good, bad, or indifferent, according to our opinion.
Right.
Putting money in the carnival is putting money in your economy. It's putting money in attracting business to this island. According to a friend of mine, Antonio Brown, he uses a phrase that was used by one of the presidents of the United States that said, the business of St. Martin should be business.
Yeah. You got it, bro?
Business of St.
Got it.
Martin
Should be business.
should be business. Because when you have business, my dear brother, we could give understands. When we have business, we could fix roads.
Yeah.
When we have business, we could repair the dump. And so I can continue. Putting 350,000 into the carnival has my personal blessing because we could get a bacchanal going. People leave from all over the world and come to this island for that bacchanal.
Of course.
I was very happy to hear that a big portion of Bel Air Hotel is ready and other resorts are getting ready. So that's what we live from.
What I would like to see follow suit is the airlines pay a contribution.
Yes.
The fares should have been a little lower coming to St.
I
Martin.
understand.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Look
you
at the
see,
turnover we could have.
but you
The
see,
people
bro,
can afford
but
to
you
come
see-
here.
You see, bro,
Things like that you need to
the
see.
airlines, one thing I can tell you about the airline business, the expenses are very, very high. Airline business, if you read about it, I read about it, and it's not the most attractive business for a person to invest money in.
Okay.
You know? I there's a guy, the guy from the Virgin Airlines, he quoted once,
Cranston.
if you want to become a millionaire, if you're a billionaire and want to become a millionaire,
Open an airline
open
business.
an airline
Yeah.
business. You know, so certain things when you see, is always go to do a back check because airlines is the expense
see-
is very high. Gasoline, airports, air freight. You
Let,
gotta pay a lot
let
of
me make
things.
an experience contribution there. For years while in government, we fought with American Airlines about their rates to St. Martin.
Okay.
Flying to Puerto Rico was a fraction to flying to St. Martin. And one of the reasons was we had more timeshare nights than the whole Caribbean collectively. So the people had to come to St. Martin, so they had to take the airlines. You really follow?
I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they maintained those high rates because of the timeshare nights.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Mr. DeWeaver doing a fantastic job. Should get together with them and try to create some packages, incentives
That's
for
all- yeah,
Carnival.
That's what we need. Yeah. Incentive.
You know,
Yes,
all
yes.
in the Caribbean, coming out of Miami, coming out of other parts of the U.S. Create some incentive programs so that we could spend our $350,000 promoting Carnival, and then we could get people in. See, we should ask. I knew at one time I went to St. Lucia Jazz Festival. They didn't have a nuke that you could get when you come to sleep in a hotel. You know what they did? They approached families.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yes. They approached families to make a little room available for the guests. And that is something we should do here. Approach families, make a decent room, make a decent bathroom, clean up the environment nicely, so that you could host these people. Because you want them to come, and what does it do? Economic development.
My question is, how, like you was talking about the individual and the business community. Back in '95, that's when the SAP was in government. How did you guys bring back the country on the map? Because you guys worked towards it. It's the same thing now. You know, almost the same thing. '95 and 2017. 95 when hurricane struck. What was the plan? Because that is very important. But now, seeing '95 and now, a lot of people, are telling me that St. Martin really get back on the feet fast now. Back then it was harder, you know. But they get to glory days though.
Yeah.
So
You
how
see-
was it done?
One of the first things our administration did, along with GB, was establish what would it cost to put all the lines on the ground.
What was the guy name again?
Julius Lambert.
Lambert. Everybody
Right.
talks about him after
We call him
Irma.
the Big Cheese.
Yeah. He was a
Julius
good man.
Lambert was a fantastic man.
He died, no?
He died. God bless his soul. And made a tremendous contribution.
Jimmy, yes.
Because it costed somewhere around $100 million.
Wow.
At that time,
Not guilders, dollars.
dollars. At that time, it had everybody shaking in the boots. Where we gonna get this money from? GB basically financed that whole thing themselves. Okay? Today, I can't tell you the exact amount of days. Mr. Brown can do that, who works there. We had Irma the 56th of September, and I think 2 or 3 days after, they threw the switch for Belvedere, and the lights was on. 2 or 3 days.
Over there is on the ground, right?
Yes, everything there on the ground. And so they continue to work the various districts. Now, that was one of the first things we did. The second thing we did was we went on a massive campaign to get our tourists back. You know,
You guys made it your business.
we made it our business to hit the road and to campaign and let people know St. Martin is open for business. The third thing that helped us in 2017,
In '95, you mean?
helped us in 2017, in '95, Belvedere was disseminated.
Or they got mashed up.
Oh man, you know. And today a lot of people say thank God it had happened because a lot of those houses had asbestos. And asbestos creates cancer. So those houses were destroyed. And you go up there now, most of those houses have concrete roofs.
Yeah.
So that devastation we avoided this time. What's happening now? We're taking it to the next level. As you can see, Joni, Barry, people ain't messing around much with zinc roofs right now, my brother. Everybody want a poor roof. Their tenants are coming by you and telling you, if you want me to go up on that top roof, the top apartment,
It has to be concrete.
pour the roof, else I don't want it. You see? So, preparation for the coming hurricane season got to be in place, and there now we have to commend our Prime Minister, because she went to Curacao
Yeah.
with the Rukanat and the Prime Minister of Aruba. They're sitting talking about disaster preparedness. We have learned a lot from the different disasters that we had. And you could never say we are prepared, but we are getting prepared.
Yes. So that's one thing for 95 from the business community to now. So I commend the government. That's what we have to do. So man have to make it business their business.
Yep.
So that is very important. But I still think there are people out there are still struggling and they're not seeing the way how to get back on their feet.
Well, one of the first things
Losing hope, no?
I would ask them to hold on. Whatever little job you have, whatever little break you can get, whatever little digging you can get, take it. Whether you're cleaning a floor and you have a PhD, whether the hospital wants you to put on bandages on people and you're a doctor, whatever little thing you can do, hold on to it. And most of all, my dear good people, don't waste your money. Don't get carried away with the luxury goods.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It's one of the ways to prepare for the coming hurricane season. It don't make sense to go and get a brand new car now and a brand new this and a brand new that, and you don't know what's going to happen with the coming hurricane season. It's 3 months from now.
With that money you pour your roof.
With that money you pour your roof. With that money you put a little something aside. You put a little something aside that something happened, you bust your toe, as we just say.
Yeah.
You got $1 you can run to. But when you don't have $1, it's hard.
I would say, don't knock them. The brand new car is good, right? But the main thing we're trying to tell the people of St. Martin is prioritize.
Prioritize.
That's
right.
important.
Yeah.
If you have your house fixed, that, then you come down the line, you get that.
The time for a brand new car will come, Brian. The
yes.
time will come, believe me.
Prioritize. That's important.
I would want to address young people living in their parents' home.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot live in your parents' home with a tarpaulin on the roof and want to drive around a brand new Audi.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
What the government has to do now, though, after Hurricane Irma, what happened, Ryan?
Mm-hmm.
Identify the neighborhoods that really in need of help.
Yeah.
Dutch Quarter is a neighborhood, bro. I have more, but that I've been there. I drove around there, and that's a neighborhood that really needs help, bro. They have houses that was built after Hurricane Lewis that are still there up to this day. Meaning was built for emergency homes, right, Danny?
Yeah.
Like they built, I don't know if they call it 911. Not sure, but that neighborhood, bro. Houses, mash up, bro. The kind of poverty there is in this country, you wouldn't imagine. So the government really have to identify these neighborhoods, because we are a small country, bro. We're not a big country.
No.
So identify these neighborhoods and see what can be done. Helping single mothers. That is something that I truly believe in. Mothers that don't have a job, who has only a minimum wage, who has 2-3 kids. See where that they can be helped. Because they are working, but they can't cut it.
The most important in what you're saying there, what you're saying makes a lot of sense, is cut down the bureaucracy.
Oh boy.
Try cut that bureaucracy. Don't have all people going, come back.
Let me talk about that. You is the main man of the TK Hugs here on the island, and everybody knows that. What was your vision behind that perspective, the Tiki Hut perspective? Because after we shut off with them, you know, it gone away, it gone up in St. Martin. You know, that's a business now, and everybody keep coming every day to get a little place, to sell a little chicken leg, to do a little business
Every day.
What was the objective? What was the main plan when you started off? I can't even remember what year it was.
A couple of years ago. You know, we again gotta look up in the sky and thank God for inspiration when they come to a new idea. Sometimes you could just sit in a corner and say, well, let me try this. But the objective was creating employment. My dear brother, one Tiki Hut creates employment for at least 4 to 6 people.
And the family,
And their families.
So everybody.
Meaning, from morning, that's at 10 o'clock, after morning shift till afternoon. The evening till night, that's another shift. Those are 2 people. 2 people in the morning taking care of the kitchen because the food has to be prepared.
Yeah. But you saw the bureaucracy that was being done.
2 people in the afternoon, right, that has to prepare the chicken and all of the other goods for the evening.
Okay.
So what is that? Employment. What happens because of a lot of bad mind, a lot of envy, a lot of jealousy? People tried to stop us with all kinds of things, Byron. Right? All kinds. Move this sign, put this up, take that down. Never a situation where people will say, let's try to help these local guys get this off the ground because it creates employment.
It's a good concept.
It's a good concept.
You know, we have an approach in St. Martin. The first thing, close it down, break it down.
Yeah,
First
close
thing.
it down.
You know, they have nobody that can come to you in government that can say, boy, let's do this, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem we have in St. Martin, you know. People in St. Martin come to me, I wasn't on a list, and tell me, it's only now you can get politicians because every time you want to do something and it's not, if it's not the election, you can't get it done because there's always a problem to keep them back. Brian, the vending license being is basically for poor people, you know. For people who doesn't have a job, who doesn't have an income. If you see the amount of things these people have to do to get a vending license,
Unbelievable.
they need an investor behind them.
Turning them off.
You nowadays to get vending license, you gotta get permit for where you want to put it.
That's one.
To get permit for where you want to put it, you gotta get a landlord to give you permit.
Or you gotta go through me.
Or you gotta go to Vromi. And we know the nightmare that you could go through.
Go through in through me. Okay, that's not hidden. Everybody knows about that.
So one thing I'm saying to the new government, make Vromi a priority, look into it
Yes.
in order for the building permits to get out, in order for the vending licenses to get out in a short time, and in order for the economy to get going.
Yeah.
Because that's where the economy is.
Creates jobs.
Exactly.
The backbone of the
Bro,
country.
people come close you down. You could explain them, all right, what I need to do
Correct.
for this to happen.
Yeah.
You know? Bro, if you have a place and you paying taxes, bro, okay, you paying your money, you making money, that means you're paying, you're giving, you're contributing to the island. You're paying. What you have to do is tell these people, listen, you gotta get these things done. I'm gonna be back, and if I come back in a week and it's not done, I'm gonna close you down.
Make a reason.
There have to be a you have to compromise.
Yes.
You have to that's his business, bro.
You give them less even 30 days. Look, my dear brother, what you need is paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4.
And you gotta fix this kitchen. You gotta do this.
The kitchen gotta be up to date.
Yeah.
This has to be done, that has to be done.
If you clean it, I'll come tomorrow and check to see if you clean.
Make sure clean. And outside being clean, these papers gotta be done in 30 days. But you can't have a situation that the civil servant is glad to shut you down.
Yeah.
I would call it a Curacao mentality. In Curacao, it's too often you find civil servants, oh Lord, it's like Jesus come to earth when they could closing a business.
Yeah, they're so happy. They're like,
Yeah.
I gotta do my job, boy. Boy, listen, I do my job, you know. I don't care about you and your taxes, you know, partner.
They don't care.
Listen, but St. Martin people, make sure go by mail in St. Martin. This is the 31st of March, you know.
That's a good incentive, by the
On
way.
the Lazy Bay parking lot right here in Marigot. You know, talking about business,
Yeah.
you know, talking about entrepreneurship. I don't know if they got any more spaces. I doubt they have more spaces though, but believe it for morning or you have to call to make sure get your spot.
Come
You
to
know?
display and sell
Come
your
to this
product.
place, sell your food, even if you're cutting hair, if you're washing car, anything you're doing, come true. It's from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. When I see these things, you know, it gives you love for the country of St. Martin because this is what it's all about, bro. Giving your own people
It gets you excited.
power.
It gets you excited.
You know,
too.
when you see your own people, bro, that's why I know a guy there. I want to bring him on the show. The guy have his car washed on wheels, bro. You know, he goes around and he washes cars. You know, bro, we gotta be empowered to move forward, bro, and open our own business. Don't be, because you know some people they just be scared, you know, afraid to they gotta go by government. Oh Lord, these people again, they gotta ask, they gonna make you wait. So that's why we're talking about bureaucracy. You know, we gotta make St. Martin a land of opportunity, bro.
Correct.
The land of business.
For
where
everybody.
things- for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, from the white to the black to the white.
To the formator of government, Mr. Theodore Heligon. The country has their confidence in you. It is not for nothing. You have made your contribution in the past, and we are sure you will make your contribution in the future. One of the things that we would want to see in this government is the cutting out of the amount of the bureaucracy.
Yes.
We want to see, because it got to come from the top. We want to see the top of the government encouraging civil servants to help people, not shutting them down. You know, in the old days, Claude had something he used to do. Claude Watty. You come by Claude, say, Claude, man, I want to sell 2 chicken legs down the road. Where you want to sell it? I want it across from Napa. You know how we used to do it? Go ahead and open your business. Van der Ham, there's one of the boys. Peterson, take off. Take care of the paperwork. While the paperwork is taking place,
Process, yeah.
business is being done.
Yeah.
We might be able to go back to the old days, but what we can do though, cut down the amount of paperwork for the local people. Because when a guy breaks, I have a lady, her name is Shirley from Mill Region. Shirley really tries. She makes flowers, she produces cakes, she makes produces food, but just can't get off the ground. I send her to various one of the politicians. She go by them, they treat her like dirt.
Wow.
They treat that poor woman like dirt.
It's horrible, bro.
It is horrible. Oh boy, Fritz, God bless him, man. He's a good man. Okay, in the wheelchair. He's my boy. And he has called politicians to help out with this. Give him a little hand with that. They promise him all kind of foolishness around the election and don't see them come back.
Wow.
Thank God there are good people in this community. There are good people in the NGOs.
It helps him, you know.
And that has helped him and other people. We want to encourage those people working in all of the NGOs on the island to continue helping people. You who are well off, or you who have a little extra time, put in a little time with the NGOs, with the Kiwanis, with the Rotaries, with the various service clubs. Go and maybe give an hour a week, go and maybe give 2 hours a week. Make a little contribution in order to make it a little easier for the little man that's trying to climb.
Yeah, true.
So man, we're reaching to the end.
Yeah.
SOS, thank you. I hope we really send a message to you all today, St. Martin, because that's what we're here for. You know, every day we come with the messages, we try to learn ourselves too. And I'm looking forward, we are looking forward, I think the whole St. Martin is looking forward for a new government, and St. Martin can move forward and become great again, as they say. B?
Closing words, bro.
Oh Father, which art in heaven, please help all of us.
Yes, sir. St. Martin, thank you so much for your time. Remember, life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose because time waits
Strictly
on no one.
business, guys.
Till
Thank you.
next
Take
time.
care.